We are pleased to announce that Cordis Solutions is the winner of the Sapphire Madrid 2012 Partner Innovation Award for their Duet Enterprise solution for My Compensation. This is the homepage and user interface. A tiled layout, surfacing the apps you choose to see.
I am going to submit a new expense. I would add a new expense to this trip, a flight for £200. Okay, let us save this. This item now appears. Now, I am going to add another item, for mileage. To get to the airport. The screen changes its layout to guide the user into the next step. The amount is automatically calculated. I submit it, and it is sent to SAP. The users are presented with a clean and intuitive interface that shows them meaningful information to make an informed business decision. Let us now submit a new absence request. I am going to create an absence request for some paid holiday. It is for just 3 hours. I push the validate button, so the system makes sure I have not taken this time off already. Okay, let us save this. This has now gone to my manager for approval. I'm now going to submit a requisition. I add this item to my cart. My shopping cart total is updated, so now you can see I have 2 items in my shopping cart. If I go to the checkout, as soon as I push submit, it will send it to SAP as a requisition. An item that is less than £100 is a self-approval. An item over this will be sent to my manager for approval. If I didn't know, I could use the Browse button to check. Let me create one more item. This is it, Office Material 006, and I can OK it. Again, the other items are already defaulted in automatically. I add an attachment to this item by simply clicking this icon. By clicking Browse, Upload, and Save. Purchasing is made simple. Casual users could easily buy goods and request for approval. With Duet Enterprise and SharePoint, the interface is very intuitive and easy to use.
Here, as the manager, I have got approvals. Here is the item Edith has just put through. If I want to see more information about the attachment, I click here. It is a flight ticket and mileage to the airport on the same day. I will press approve. This item has now been approved. This is through a centralized approval list where I could view all the items I need to approve. If I needed to, I could also make an approval via my mobile phone, as this application is cross-platform compatible. Here, I see Edith's request for time off. If I want to see more information about this, I click here on this link, and I press approve. I have now approved this time for 3 hours off through web access. The final one I want to do is through Outlook, back to my inbox, and again, we see all 3 items which Edith created for the expense, the requisition, and the absence. The requisition is outstanding, so again, I look at the requisition that Edith has sent to me. Before I actually approve this, I also want to pop over to SAP and show you the SAP release strategy and how that is interacting with that. I go over to SAP, to my requisitions. The release strategy tells me it has to be approved by a manager. And that is exactly why this has been sent over to me. So let us go back to the requisition description and finally approve this requisition as well.
I believe my manager has approved my requests. If I look in my inbox, I see the requisition I created for the expensive book has been approved by my manager. I see that the time off I requested for 3 hours has been approved. I have received a meeting request. I put it into my calendar to remind myself that I'm taking this time off. The expense trip to Paris has also been approved by my manager.
The users are presented with a clean and intuitive interface that shows them meaningful information to make an informed business decision.